Still got it, San Francisco. Hell yeah. It's good to be here. I am visiting from Detroit. I live in Detroit. I lived here for like 14 years. I love it in Detroit. I loved it here too. One of the things I love about in Detroit is people will ask me, what was it like to live in San Francisco? Which is a great opportunity to remind myself that sometimes there's shit we get used to in San Francisco that everyone else realizes is fucking crazy. Like one of those I was telling someone about like a year and a half I'd been living here. I'm walking around downtown, I see a bunch of people in fun costumes, leather gear. They're all walking in the same direction. I said, hey, where are you guys going? They said, the fair. We're going to the fair. I grew up in a small town in Michigan. I love the fair, cows and horsies. Oh boy. So I followed them to the fair, to the Folsom Street Fair. Oh, guys, if you're not familiar somehow, and I know we have some people visiting from out of town, if you're not familiar, the Folsom Street Fair is an S&M fetish festival that happens in the daytime on the street. It is super fucking intense. For 2 days, the streets of San Francisco look like Fox News says it does all the time. And I love that. So I was excited, like, oh boy, the fair. There's not really like cows and horsies, but there are like bears and otters and twinks and twunks just having a good time. So I walk through and see the sights. Like the first thing I saw that was pretty crazy was a whipping booth, erotic whipping. How to do that to your partner. And then I go a little bit further. There was a fisting booth. A fisting booth. I don't know if you've ever watched a human being get fisted while you're also wearing sunblock. It feels weird. It's weird. It's very strange. And so I tell them that's kind of what San Francisco is like. Most of the time it's normal, and then sometimes there's crazy fisting happening on the street. Also, amazing burritos. But do the fisting and the burritos in the right order. Don't mess that up. Now I live in Detroit. I live in the suburbs of Detroit. I moved to the suburbs. That's the right time to do it. In your 40s, that's when I went. That's when you go. Don't go too early or you're going to start a homeowners association. And that is lame. You'll be out looking out your window at 34 and like, I think Bill's grass is a little too long. Time to make some laws. But I do have an HOA. I'm part of an HOA, and that sucks. It's boring. But there is a good time for an HOA. HOAs can be fun when someone at the HOA gets angry that you're not as worked up about the dumb thing that they are. That's when it gets good. Like I got dragged to the meeting last month, and I go, and it's boring. It's 2 hours of boring. And then at the end, the president says, public comment. Who wants to talk about something? And this one woman in the back, she's excited. She's been back there doing push-ups and blow, just waiting for this moment. So she gets up and she says, I'll tell you what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about how we need to make sure that everyone who walks their dogs in our commons area cleans up the dog poop after they're done walking them. And we all nod because, yeah, that would be nice if they would clean up the dog poop in the commons after they walk their dog. That'd be great. But she gets angry that we're not as angry as she is. So she keeps going. And she says, because I'll tell you what happens if you don't clean up the dog poop after the dogs poop, then in come the rats to eat the dog poop. And then we all got quiet, just like you guys right now. Because we're all like, what the fuck is she talking about? I've never heard this before. And then everyone's eyes are darting around, and the HOA board is like, how the fuck do we respond to this? And I'm sitting back there, and I think, I've been here 2 hours. I haven't spoken. It's my turn now. So I stand up, and I said, she's right. We got to clean up that dog poop so the rats don't come in. Because I'll tell you what happens after those rats come in. Eventually, one of those rats is going to get 4 baby turtles. Yeah. And then that rat and those 4 turtles are going to get hit with a green mutagenic ooze. and they're going to start to grow and learn to talk. And then the rat's going to be like, hey, I'm going to name these turtles after 4 Renaissance painters I know for some reason. And they're going to like keep growing, and the rat will be like, hey, I know ninja. I'll teach these guys ninja. So now we got the turtles and the rats doing ninja stuff, and they got bow staffs and nunchucks and sais, and they're just doing all that. And then they get bigger, and then all of a sudden we got pizza cars coming in and out of here all the time. There's no kitchen in the commons area. They're hungry. They're doing ninja shit all the time. So they got pizza coming in here all the time. They're going to get bigger and stronger. Then eventually the shredder and the foot soldiers are going to figure out that the turtles and the rat are in here. Then they're going to come in, and there's going to be a big fight in our commons area with the turtles and the foot soldiers. There'll be like bow staffs and swords and nunchucks. And then someone's going to throw a ninja star. It's going to hit a kid's eye on the swing set. All because somebody couldn't clean up their dog poop in the commons area. Looking at you, Carol. I'm looking at you. And now I don't have to go to HOA meetings anymore. That's great. It's really fun. I started going to therapy last year. That's something I did. I started going to therapy. And if you guys have the opportunity to go to therapy, go to therapy. It's great. Yeah, it's great. You learn a lot about yourself, how you deal with the world, and like all sorts of great stuff. Like, for instance, I learned that I joke about suicide way too much. Way too much. Because I was having like a hard week. I'm talking to my doctor, and I say, but you know, I could always just like end it all, right? And my doctor he gets real serious, and he's like writing something down. And he said, do you joke about that a lot? And he said it in a way where I knew I was supposed to say no. So I did. But he kept writing, and I'm like, oh, we're going to come back to that. We're coming back to that. And the thing is like, I'll admit, I do joke about it a lot. But the thing is like, if you're in your teens or your 20s and you do joke about it, you think about it, you got your whole life ahead of you. That's sad. Don't do that. But I'm 45 fucking years old. If you get to this point and you don't think about it sometimes, I question your life experience. I do. I'm not even saying I'm depressed. I'm not depressed, but I'm just talking about normal adult shit that just kind of wears you down. Like, for instance, last year I got a letter in the mail saying my property taxes were going up. I opened the letter. I'm like, fuck, I got to like change my budget. I got to save more money. I got to do like change everything just to deal with this shit. Or I know where the bill collectors can't go. Or like, I got a letter in the mail recently that I can't just renew my driver's license by mail this year. I have to like make an appointment at the DMV and go in. I got to do a new picture. I'm like, fuck, I got to make the appointment. I'm going to be there like all fucking day. Or I just get in the car, turn it on, and don't open the garage door. Go to sleep, baby. Oh, don't need a new license now. Or like, I have a yard now, and in the summer I have to mow the grass every week. Every week I gotta get out, get the mower out. I'm putting gas in it. It's gonna take an hour to do it. I'm like, fuck, every week for the rest of my life I'm gonna do this? Or I got a tree and a rope right here. I could just. And now, punchline, I can feel some of you tensing up. I can feel some of you tensing up about this right now. And here's the thing. I know it mostly comes from a good place. You hear another human being talking like this, and you like, it's empathy. You're like, no, I don't want to let this person go to this dark place. I don't want them to experience that. And I get that, and that's kindness, and I'm grateful for it. But also, punchline, as a comedian, you are just making me think about it harder. That is all. That is happening right now. Like, oh, they didn't like it. I could rewrite it. I could like try and like change the order. Or punchline, you guys rule. My name's Harmon. Peace.